Alrighty guys, the work saw build 460 is coming along quite nicely. A lot of the stuff cleaned up a lot better than I thought it did. I mean, the case has got some chipped off powder coating or whatever, and the side covers not the greatest, but it's, unless I put an aftermarket one on, that's what I've got. The rewind is pretty decent. Got two different colored starter paws, but I don't think that's going to hurt anything. The rewind looks pretty decent. All the parts cleaned up nice. Gas tank cleaned up real good. It's slightly discolored, but I mean, it is an old saw. But there's no leaks in it, or there's no cracks or breaks or nothing. It's just got some scratches and stuff from use, so I don't have a problem reusing it. The original covers were not cracked amazingly, but they're dull, dingy, and just look like poo. I gotta knock all the brass stoppers out and that rubber piece off there, because bluesaws.com hooked us up with a real pretty looking set of covers. At least I hope they fit as good as they look. The colors match. I was going to dye these black, but I don't know, I think I'm going to leave them orange. They look so good. Port work is done. Bluesaws.com hooked us up with the chain brake as well. Ryan at Wolf Creek Saw Shop hooked us up with the piston, that Meteor piston. So we'll have a brand new Meteor piston and rings. I had this OEM because this saw had an aftermarket top end in it, and I had this really good. I've been saving it and saving it and saving it, and sometimes you just gotta quit saving stuff and go ahead and use it, or you'll never use it. But I had this really nice OEM cylinder I've been sitting on forever, but I decided to port it up, and we're getting a lot of new viewers and stuff, so I show, this is to them, I show what I do to a saw. I don't necessarily know if it's the right way to go about porting a saw. It's just how I do it. I only show what I do. I don't claim to be right. There's lots of different ways to skin a cat, but I widened the lowers. I had to raise the uppers a bunch. I did elongate the uppers. I lunged the intake. I did not drop the intake any because I've done so much machine work on this one. It was not necessary for me to drop the intake. I already dropped it enough. Here's the exhaust. I did a total reshape on that exhaust. I didn't do a mirror finish, but it's not horrible. It's pretty shiny. There's a couple little pits in there, but I wanted to do a lower exhaust roof on this one. Depending on how you look at it, it's 105 or 104 for the exhaust roof on this one. 77 on the intake and 120 on the transfers. Gauging by where there's no nickel on the plating and what I cut off, there's probably 50 or 60 thou I cut out of the chamber on this one. I cannot remember for the life of me, because I cut the chamber and set the squish on this quite a while ago when I had the tooling all out to do it. I went ahead and did it, and it's been so long ago I can't remember what I cut out of it. But yeah, no piston work, and I'm not doing any piston work to this. This is just a work saw. Typically I do, like the other two that I built and showed on the channel, they were 100, 120, and I think 70-ish, 80, somewhere in there. I can't remember. The tree service that's ending up with this, they're known for running dull chains and stuff. So I held back a little bit on it. Went for more pull than I did for go. I think he's going to be using this for falling big trees and stuff, so I wanted some good pull on it. I'm hoping I achieved it. The muffler is soaking in the ultrasonic solution. Speaking of that, I'm going to get that warmed up. I had that on today. Get that warming up, so by the time I get putting this together, that muffler will be done. What else? I'm probably going to put a decomp plug in it. It's got cable rings that are going in it. Unfortunately, this is an aftermarket carburetor. I do not know the brand of it, but hopefully it does not give us any issues. And it feels like I've got myself a sliver. Move just right and I get stabbed. But for the most part, other than the brake lever, carburetor, piston, and top covers, this thing's going to be all OEM. I'm going to put a new rim on it too, because that rim is wore out. Everything else, clutch looks good. Everything seems really good in the thing. I think it's going to... Something is dripping oil. Just watch the drip. I don't know what I would have sitting up there that's leaking oil. I knocked a bottle of two-stroke lube down. Guess it's coming out of it. Oh, right here. Must be it's getting warm in here and the pressure's building up in my little squirt bottle. Dripping down right there. I got the stove a-roaring. It's a cold front coming in. So, but yeah, this is sorry to get off topic there, but yeah, no, hopefully I can get this thing knocked out today. Don't know if I will. Doing a lot of bouncing from in the shop to out of the shop, but so far I'm liking how things are going. Maybe I should do some piston work. I don't know. Depends on how I don't know, it's a work saw. More material even there, the stronger it'll be. Yeah, I'll probably just leave the piston alone. I'm not trying to extract every ounce of power, but I want a good chunk of power out of it. So, flywheel cleaned up nice too. It's got a couple nicks in it, but for as old as the saw is, I'm going to say she's in pretty good shape, and hopefully we can get her running. But I've blabbed on here enough. I'm going to call that quits on this video. I do like showing the port work, and if it's something I'm not racing or competing with or anything like that, I don't really mind sharing the numbers on. Like I said, I went 105. Depending on how you look at it, if you're looking at the very, very first squeak of light that comes out, it's 105. If you go off from a little bit wider beam of light, it's 104. It's 120 on the transfers. I set them with a ring, and the intake is 70-ish. Might be closer to 78, but should be a good runner. Should most definitely be a good runner and well mannered. So, all right, you guys take it easy and have a good one.